What's going on, young man? Hello. Let me see. I go ahead and enter you on in. Get you on in. Add to stream.
Yes, sir.
There we go. There we go, man. Working hard, man. We got you now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Oh, we just working
I'm doing
hard,
good.
man. Hard work does pays off.
Yes, sir.
Man. So, all right. Introduce yourself, man, to everybody that um introduce yourself to the world, man, and first of all, I love the way that how you did your name. I like that.
Appreciate
Introduce
that.
yourself, man, and tell me how did you come with that name?
I'm a young 22-year-old artist from Ohio. My name is Ike. I came up with the name because I went through a couple names as most artists probably do as well. And I was trying to find something that would better fit me that I wouldn't have to change again. And the name that I used to have wasn't fitting anymore because it was it was kind of a business issue. And so when I came up with this name, I came up with this because it's my father's nickname and he's no longer with me, but I'm doing a lot of things to try and make him proud. So I wanted to make sure he a part of this regardless.
Well, okay, that's what I do. Now that's your name, Ike, but that's not how you pronounce it on your stage name.
What the on my the spaceship CEO on
Yeah.
Instagram? Yes, sir. Now that right there, that got a whole different meaning because the spaceship CEO, I like to think of myself as I'm an outside thinker, so I like to I like the idea of space and the idea of being able to travel beyond the even thought process of most people. So whenever I came up with the spaceship CEO, I like that because instead of me running a ship, I'm running a spaceship. So I'm the CEO of the ship, and we no longer gotta be anywhere that we want that anyone else want us to be. We can now go where we want to be at. So that's more
Okay.
the meaning behind that.
All right, man. So what really got you into the game of music?
Music for me, it all started whenever I was young and I was trying to find my way in life, and I needed to find something that I could use, like a talent of mine that I could use to get my family into a better position. So music for me is pretty big because it's a way for me to change the lives of the people that I love in a way that my family hasn't got to experience yet.
Was it all right when you listen to music? I know you're saying that you started. You're only 22, but you started young. But what do you think about the music out there in the world right now today?
I like the industry. It's always changing. So I mean I can't really be mad at it. A lot of the young guys, I don't really listen to too many of the drill rappers or like too many like Detroit or Chicago people, but I like the variation of the young guys coming up because the game always needs change. And I'm still inspired by the older cats as well.
Right.
So I think the industry right now is doing pretty good. Even though we doing all this crazy COVID stuff, I like the industry.
See, I think me when I listen to your music, and I see you got a lot of bass in your music, and a lot of it. So right then you had me right there because I'm coming. People gonna hear me coming,
Right,
and
right.
yeah. So okay. I said okay. All right, you got my attention on that there with your beats. So I know you could pick. I don't know if you're doing it yourself or you could pick great beats. See, I can give you that. So
Yeah, I work with a couple producers.
okay. That right there, to me, when I listen to a lot of music right now, I call it lean music because you gotta be lean when you
Yeah,
listen to it, and you don't get it, and it only sounds good to people that does that. Not your music.
right.
It stands alone right now. And when you say that it does take you back to the old school, you know, hey, I appreciate that you giving back to us old heads, you know, that like the that got sound system in their cars. And I think that gonna take you to a whole nother level.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate it.
So what's your day to day, my brother?
Hey, day to day, man. Right now, I'm taking care of my mom. I spend time in the studio, and
Salute to
I'm
that,
trying
bro.
to. Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm partnered with one of my friends. We're partnering on opening a restaurant. So we're trying to open this restaurant 2021. I've got a couple little things going on. Besides that, it's always the restaurant, the music, my mom, and
I
we
see you
hustle
love
to
them
make it happen.
tacos and the burritos
Yeah.
and all right, where you from?
I'm from Alliance, Ohio.
Lions, Ohio. I didn't know you
Yes,
know
sir.
they kick tacos like that, bro.
Hey, we creating something new. We got to get a new wave going, man. I'm telling you, my downtown needs.
Okay. I see my brother loves food.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I don't know which come first, food or music, but I see they go together.
Hey, hand to hand, my brother. Hand in hand.
All right, the album that was the album you put out a mixtape half and half.
The half and half is a song. I got an album out called Inhumane. That's a full album.
Okay. But half and half, explain that to me.
Half and half, the idea behind that was the emotional, emotions go two ways. So it's always a good side and a bad side. So when I made the song, I was trying to make it to where the beginning of the song was more of a happy, loving sort of scene, and toward the end, something changed, as love always does. So it's I tried to give it a little bit of each half, so it's half and half.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people probably okay, when you say half and half, they're gonna say, okay, half white, half black, half Mexican, half, you know. You see
Right,
what I'm saying? So you twist
right.
us.
Yes,
Yeah, I said,
sir.
okay, I see. I said, I'm listening to you. I said, okay, all right. It's having half a little twist of lime in it or something.
Somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere.
So, all right, man. All right. The album. What inspired you to do the album?
The album, the album was really me proving to myself and everyone watching that I could pull off something great. And I put a lot of work into the album, and I partnered with the album is so beautiful because the connections that I made grinding, hustling, trying to get the album done are lifelong connections that I pray to keep because those people put me in the position that they helped me get into the position I am now because they worked with me, they talked with me, they showed me some love, they gave me an opportunity, and that all together makes it one of the biggest stepping stones in my career right now because that's where it all starts, and I'm always gonna look back at that and know that I can pull this off.
Okay. When you first started doing this, did you know the work that it took to put into to
No,
coming out?
no
Everybody think
way.
it's easy, but
Oh
nobody
man.
knows. So I mean, was you surprised about the work you had to put in?
Yes, sir. It took me years. It took me like 4 years until I realized nobody's about to give this to me. I have to work for this. And
Mhm.
it took me a real long time. For a minute, I wasn't buying any beats. I was using beats from other people that I didn't own. I was working off the minimum, whatever I could get for the cheapest, putting zero effort in. And I thought for some reason, I thought I was special and somebody was about to just scoop me up and change my life. But I learned. I had to learn.
So you had to learn the hard way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the business side of it? Did you get anything learning about the business side?
Yeah, the business, I didn't know the business was even possible for an artist to learn and do it themselves. But when I learned that it was possible and you didn't, well, I just had to sit down and think about if someone else can do it, then I can learn it at least. So when
Yeah.
learned that, when I thought about that, it The business side, I took a real big liking to it because it's very it's very easy to just wake up in the morning and have your day set up to make multiple moves in the same category, doing the same. You could do stuff on the same song and make money off different pieces of it. So the business side was always a big thing for me because I obviously want to make money, but I want to know how to create an actual career out of it.
So you knew how to play checkers, but you had to learn how to play chess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Um, so
Beautiful.
you had any experience getting burnt on anything that you know when you set out to do this? I mean, what was the greatest thing that you had to learn about losing?
The greatest thing I've lost songs, money, friends. I lost a lot. And one of the greatest things that taught me something was whenever I was putting work in for someone else and I thought that they was gonna give me something back, and I ended up paying somebody hundreds of dollars to do a project with me, but we only got a rough draft of 2 songs out of 10, and it ended up he ended up just blowing me off and never even wanting to contact me anymore, never wanting to hit me back. And I was on my way into the game, really starting to like it and learn about it. So for me, it was a big punch because it made me almost want to quit because I tried so hard and I thought it was just, you do this and that happens, you do this and that happens. But I had to learn that without making a real connection with a human and knowing who they are, there's no point in even trying to invest in somebody. You got to really learn what is what and who is who because it's a tricky game.
Oh yeah, and then and as you goes along, you know you got to even though you friends, you're gonna have to sit down. Hey, bro, we need to sign this piece of paper.
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because you know how many artists done got together and I came up with a great song and it never came out because of the paperwork.
And this happened to me.
Man, by learned that, what would you tell a like uh a artist that's coming up and thinking the only thing they think they have to do is come up with a concept, put it out there, and they're gonna be an overnight success.
The best advice I can give to them is to make sure you know the components that have been put in behind the scenes. Because if you want to be the guy who just want to write your rap, do the best that you can, and go in the studio and rap it on the beat and not know what's really going on behind the scenes, odds are you're gonna end up getting burned real soon. Because if you don't know what's being done by who and why, you're gonna lose some way because somebody's trying to make something off you.
They ain't. Hey, they see it says sucker born every second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey.
Hey, you know, in the music game, you know, the music is a stick up kid thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to, man. It's so hard, but and people don't understand, man. I try to tell them, and they're like, "Yo, man, you need to go back in the lab and come back."
Right.
You know, and they feel that you know that because they think something sound good to them because that's their first time.
Yep.
And and then when they come to me, I'm like, yo, bro, I like the song, I like the concept, but you need to go in there, you know, you need to work on your ad libs. Whoever you paying your money to produce that, they robbing you.
Right. And
They
that's
just take
hard
your
to
money.
take as a young guy. It's hard to accept that you didn't do you made a mistake.
So I've been through it all. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
luckily, um, I had a couple of them, but they came back to me, apologized and whatnot, and you know, like, yo, man, dude was just take my money, dude. He wouldn't because you was giving it. You
Yeah.
weren't going out there asking advice, and you was just thinking, um, you doing a 6, 8 track, and some cats got 32 tracks, and you know they got a whole bunch of music in this one thing, and You think you just go on your computer and do the sound overnight and you overnight success?
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You finna get put out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you finna get put out, man. So, um, what you got coming up next?
I got a project coming up that I'm wanting to release this year. It's called Fun. And that project should be shooting around the middle of the year is what I'm shooting for.
Okay. So that's the heat. That's the heat part of the
Oh
year.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting better and better.
Yeah. So it's all about when your music come out. So you come
Yeah.
out in the middle, everybody taking off then, right?
We can ride it all the way to the
Oh,
end of
okay.
the
All right
year.
then. I see. Okay, I see you got your homework in.
Yes,
You
sir.
got your homework in. All right, any collabs?
Not any that I can really announce.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
when you don't know no better, yeah, I got this, and then it fall through. And people like,
Right.
yeah, nigga was lying.
Ah, yep.
I like that. I like that. So, if now I seen on your Instagram your numbers, you're doing great numbers.
Thank you.
You're doing great numbers, I I'm trying to do my homework on you now. I'm trying to find some dirt on you, but I ain't see none. I see you living on asphalt. You living in the sand.
Hey,
I
I'm
like that.
rolling. I got a
So
lot of planning I'm doing.
okay, all right. Um, your first song that you ever released, what was the name of it, and how do you think about that song today?
The first song that I put out was Hot Sauce. And that song is the song for me was I wanted to I wanted to prove a point about certain topics and people that was circulating around. So I made a song to prove that no matter what is going on, I'm always gonna stand my ground because I love who I am. And if you got
Yeah.
a problem, that's on you. So the song for me wasn't a big deal. It was just more or less to get something off my chest.
Okay.
And it became like it's still the talk of the town at this point. It's one of my best, one of my best songs that I have that's popular wise, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I feel really good about it. I feel a lot better now than when it came out because when it came out I didn't even really care about it. But now it made its own value and I love it.
Okay. So people about to start calling you hot sauce.
Hey, I actually have my own sauce coming out soon. I'm working on that behind the scenes.
All right, you
That's a little Easter egg we get.
got to send me a ball of
Ah,
that sauce.
for sure, for
All right,
sure.
all right. When I've been seeing your Instagram videos, you always shouting out people. Who the fuck you shouting out?
Like to shout out my manager that I'm working with right now, Blue Money Lifestyle. Shout out the whole Echelon team. First, I love to shout out Ditch. That is my God. Ditch is one of the most important people in the game right now for me. That man been putting me into some crazy positions and I love it. He
Okay,
knows he believe in me a lot. And I try my best not to let him down. And me and him got a really good relationship. So shout out to Ditch, the whole Hood and Associates label. I got a lot of love for them over there.
okay.
For
All right.
sure.
What was the experience like the sound with him?
The experience with him was great. He I was young and I was dumb and I did not know what was what. So whenever he first contacted me, I thought it was like just another, one of them
Yada
guys
yada
trying to
yada.
take your money. Yeah, yeah. So I was a little skeptical because I was just so young and I really wasn't taking music seriously. So it wasn't something that I wanted to really even pursue. But over time, he really gave me a big motive in a way that that I really could never explain to him because it's huge. He motivated me to actually want it in a way that I really needed. He put one of them jewels in the right spot and it was just history from there. We started making it happen, bro.
Okay. So he's a man of his word.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
Yes,
what I
sir.
like to hear,
If you
man.
don't know Ditch, you gotta do your research, my boy, because
Yeah.
these people need to know.
All right. You say you take care of your mom, man. You got to be a hell of a guy, a young man at your age and your position, and you got a lot of ambitions going on, and you still take time out, with your mom.
Hey, hey. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. She's very important.
I salute you on that, my brother. Uh, Tell me,
Thank
man, something about why should I go out there and get your music?
Man, one reason why I think people should go out there and get my music is because I'm bringing something brand new to the table, and I don't allow anything to influence what I say or who I am. I'm bringing it to you straight off of me, straight into the mic, straight to your ears. I'm not letting nothing get in the way or persuade me to be any type of clone, any type of little this, little that. I'm bringing something new to the table, and I think that it's very. I think I'm exciting. I think I'm just a big. I'm a big body. I like to say.
Shit, you the shit. I'm the
Yes, sir.
shit. All right, I'm gonna say, the video, I took you out on the video. You got your little slides on, and you kicking your slides off. Uh,
Yeah.
so, Tad, I did my homework, man. That video, man, it's a clip in there. I think it's like a black and white clip, like a cartoon thing. And that
Yeah.
was tight, man. I liked it. I watched it maybe about 15 times. I like that.
I appreciate it.
So
I appreciate you.
that was your vision or your someone else's vision? Or
It
y'all
was it
collab?
was really it was a collaboration because me and my homie we wanted to give a visual for the song, but we didn't have the resources that we wanted to go
Okay.
all out with the video. So what we did was put together the unofficial music video, and we just kind of had fun with it. That's all it really was about. It was about us having fun with it and getting it done. That's really what it was.
You enjoyed it? I mean, you enjoyed it. It seemed like you enjoyed it, that man.
Oh yeah. Oh
How
yeah.
long
A
it take
lot.
to make that video?
It took it was like a week
Yeah.
because it was about 3 days worth of work.
Man, I like that video, man. I was like, hey, man, that's sharp there, man. I took some notes in on
Yes, sir.
it. Yeah, man. Let's see. A question: have you had any feedback from DJs yet?
Not yet. Not too many. I haven't made too many connections with DJs. But I've been working on that's why my new music is so important to me because I when I started reaching out to DJs, they gave me the tips and the information I needed to get on their radar. So now I'm working on that for sure.
Okay, I'm telling you, the two of those songs that you know what I'm talking about. Got that bass line in them, and then
Yeah,
send them to me, my brother, and watch
I
what happens.
will. I appreciate
Send them
that.
to my email and watch what happens. Because I do a lot of cut shows too.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
what happens is, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. You
That's
know what I'm
much
saying?
appreciated.
So a lot of times, that's how I break music. Cats like, yo, who is that? Who is that? And then
Right.
I go to the Spotify, Instagram, and whatnot, and then oh yeah, there they go right there, man. And then that's how it works.
It's off to the races.
Yeah. So I'm doing they're gonna Super Bowl weekend here in Florida this weekend. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm only doing like a 45-minute set tomorrow at a car show. So, but they already got me locked down on the music.
Yeah.
They already got me locked down. 45 minutes is this is what we want you to play. So, but I'm gonna put my own twist in it. Always.
Right.
So
I got to.
so I'm going there and knock that down, and that's gonna be in Tampa, Florida, Plant City, Tampa. Um, it normally be anywhere from 300 to 1,500 cars, and I'm telling you, and everybody
Wow.
have their system on, so it be
That's
loud as heck.
crazy.
It be loud as heck. So you got to bring a system out there to compete with them.
Oh yeah.
So when we bring out our DJ set, we take it to the next level. Mhm. And man, but I see you got your music playing in Russia.
Yeah. He
How
just
how did
Russia
that happen?
like me, bro. I don't even know. That's all salutes to Ditch. I'm telling you, that man right there was putting it on the table for me. And now Russia is one of my top countries. They like me. They do like me.
So when this call
Shout out
you
to
and say,
Russia. Shout
yo,
out to Russia.
when they call you and say, yo, man, check this out. Where did you go? What did you say?
At first I was just blowing him off, but when he came to me with the Universal Music Group distribution deal, and that was something that I had to get on the phone with him about because if somebody believed in me that much and that was real, I needed to take advantage of it, and now I am, and he does. So I appreciate him for that.
Yeah. So man, this had to really see something in you, man, to believe in you, and seem like he believed in you more than you did yourself.
Yes, sir. And I didn't even know that things like this were possible until he started bringing it to light for me because I don't have many mentors in the game right now, but he's one of the biggest ones I have.
Mhm. All right. So I'm gonna ask you, who are some artists that you got a chance to work with? You know, I know you're gonna come up with a lot of more, as long as you get going. But have you got a chance to work with a mainstream artist yet, or someone that people may know?
I got to work with an artist out of New York. His name is Standard. He's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I didn't get to work with any big, really mainstream artists yet. I got my
Don't
boy
don't.
Nelik in town. He's pretty big out in Cali. So I'm shooting for the mainstream features though.
Yeah, man. But me personally, um, I would like to become your own mainstream.
Yeah, I like a lot of the underground artists a lot.
Yeah. So, sound like man, the producer that you're working with, uh, um, is pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I work with some of the craziest producers there. I didn't even know these guys existed. I didn't know people was this dope with it, but I work with some power players.
Mhm. So, are you learning? Are you really learning from that?
Yeah, I'm actually learning how to produce myself here, little bits and pieces. My homie been helping me out learning this, so he passing me the torch, and I'm taking it.
I think that's the only way. That's the only way to really know music is to
Yeah,
understand, what they're doing, what the board is all about, and make that board work for you.
yeah.
You know. All right, man. We're gonna get ready to get out of here, man. But I need to give me some shout outs, man. Let everybody know where they gonna get your music. I know you're probably on all major platforms. I need
Yes.
I need your music go up another 50, 100,000 more views.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ditch. Shout out Blue Money Lifestyle. This your boy Ike Lee. We coming to you live. I appreciate you for having me, big homie. You
Mm.
can find my music at all major platforms, everything Pandora, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Um, you follow me on Instagram at IKE 0.0. And hey, it's a wrap.
Ike Lee, that's what I want you. How you got that name, Ike Lee?
Ike Lee, that's because I like the Japanese and the Chinese culture. I'm really inspired by it. So the Lee is more in there because I like to be outside the box. I'm more of a foreigner to the people that I know.
Spell it.
Ikelee. Yes, sir.
Like, okay, you got me on that. I said, you got me. You got me. I said, okay. But man, I appreciate doing this with you, man. Anytime that you want to come back on, you want to break some news, you got my email, you have my number, you have my Instagram. Just holler at me. You know,
Yes, sir. And I appreciate it.
man. Listen, anytime, my brother. Let's make it happen, man. And
Yes, sir.
I know you're cold as heck up there, man, but stay warm.
Thank you. Thank you.
80 degrees down here today.
Shit, man. Send some of it this way.
And you got about 3, 4 more months.
Yeah.
All right, man. Man, hey, stay safe, man. Please keep doing the good music, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring you on one Saturday, and some more of my co-hosts. I would love for them to meet you, man, and ask you some more questions and
Thank you.
find out more about you. Um, so we'll set up an interview for one Saturday at 3 o'clock. We'll promote it for 2 weeks and make it happen. And we get more people on to ask you questions and whatnot.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
big
right,
homie.
any given time, my brother. All right,
Appreciate you.
man.
Salute.
All right, stay safe.
Thank you.
All right.
You too.